Good morning and happy Friday. It's drawing time. We're going at this angle today, which always throws me off because I never know where to look at the camera, but it's right there. Okay, let me just get this going. I just looked at my computer screen because I basically open the computer, I find the video, and then I pin it. Like that's what I'm doing every time. And when I looked at the computer screen, I was in this part. Made me laugh. Okay, good morning. There we go. We're all good. Okay, so happy Friday. Happy 4th of July Eve. Are you guys celebrating? What are you guys doing? There's only a couple of you here today. I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit quiet today. I know a lot of people I know are going camping and, doing whatever things that they can. So what are you guys doing for 4th of July? Anything special? We're going to barbecue. Probably just do some little small fireworks in the front. We're usually in Florida, actually. For the past couple years, we've gone to Florida for 4th of July. So it's a little different being at home for it. My day is going good. Hiding. I'm going to be honest. It's not my favorite. And I think this year there must have been an ice cream truck that went around selling illegal fireworks because boy have they been off the hook. Last night we had some crazy loud ones that made car alarms go off, and it's insane. But anyway, so yeah, I'm not the biggest fan. I got burned by a firework when I was a kid. My son has been burned twice. He's been burnt with the safe sparklers, and he's also been burnt, those little things that you can even get them at Target, and you throw them on the ground and they pop. I don't know what they're called. They're like snap pops or something like that. There was one and he stepped on it and it popped a hole right into his foot. So I've just never been the biggest fireworks fan, but we'll do some. My kid I love watching them. So let's see. The schedule is officially up on the banner. This is our last drawing in the previous schedule since we're not having a sip and draw tomorrow. So I went ahead and changed that. So now the new header of the group says the time. So Monday, Wednesday is a live drawing at 10 a.m. They're always at 10 a.m. now. Friday is a pre-recorded drawing at 10 a.m. It will just load. It will be a link to YouTube because when you do pre-recorded, that's kind of where they have to live. They can't just be streamed on Facebook at that point. And then Saturdays, Sip and Draw is moving to 8 p.m. So it'll still be live and it'll be at 8 p.m. So this all starts next Monday. So there'll be no drawings anymore on Tuesday and Thursday. Do watch tomorrow. There will be a 4th of July coloring page, doodle sheet, drawing video that is posted. It's just going to be a fast motion video, and then I'm going to upload the coloring page, but you'll have that image. So if you want to draw it yourself, you can kind of look at my drawing and recreate it. But it's just kind of a fun 4th of July doodle page for you guys to do. Let's see, shirts. You can still order your shirts till July 8th. We will do another run of them. We're probably also adding some other things into the mix, so stay tuned for that. And I think that's all the announcements I have. New schedule, shirts, no sip and draw. That's it. All right. So today is our airplane drawing, finishing out our wings week. So I have here My grandfather was a retired pilot for American Airlines, and I ended up with all of his little pins and whatnot, so I wore them today. I have one over here too. Let me find it and show you guys. I also have a big thing framed when he retired in my living room. So I love to fly. I've gotten more nervous with it as I've gotten older. Not that I'm really nervous, but my stomach gets all like, ugh. But I love to fly. I love to take trips. I miss flying. I usually would have flown at least once or twice already this year. So let me show you the drawing. Oh, Hamilton tonight. Yes, I think I'll watch Hamilton this weekend. I don't know if I can get my boys to watch it with me. We'll see. I think Leighton would like it. My husband would probably like it too, but he's kind of been dragged to a lot of musicals when he was growing up, so sometimes he's not really that into them. So here is our plane. It is going to be a pretty simple, pretty quick drawing today. The banner, you can put anything you want on the banner. In fact, your plane doesn't even have to have a banner if you don't want it to. I kind of liked the idea of having that plane that, gives you the messages. And, you can color yours however you want. You could add more clouds. You could do lots of different things. Have some of, the city and the trees down below in the background. But this is what we're doing today. We are flying away together. So let's put this aside and we will get started. So for my plane, I'm going to start with kind of like I'm drawing an oval, but it's going to be bigger at the front and narrow at the back. Almost looks like a baseball bat. And I'm not going to close it right here. In fact, I want this even a little bit more narrow. I can already tell my plane is bigger today. So that's the start of our plane. Now on this back end, we're going to make a hot dog shape that comes down and connects to the line at the bottom. So this is the tail of our plane. Now the front, we need a nose of the plane. So starting on, I'm going to actually make this a little less round, a little less thick, just changing my shape a bit. Now I want that nose of the plane. So I'm just going to come off of this line here and bring kind of a hot dog shape that connects back into the bottom of my plane. So it curves down, comes around, and connects down here. And then once you have that, you can erase this line that cuts across your airplane. Now you could do this shape kind of all in one motion versus breaking it up, but for our little guys who draw, sometimes it's easier for them to just tackle one shape at a time. But sometimes if you're struggling getting it to match up, then what I suggest is just erase it all and try to just do this shape as a cohesive unit. I'm going to put a little half circle on the nose of my plane. I'm giving the nose of my plane a nose. And then I'm going to put a hot dog shape right in here for the front windshield of my plane. Now you could draw people in here if you want. You could put a pilot. Off to the side, about center of the plane, you're going to do a hot dog shape that comes out of the plane and back in. And it can get a little wider as it goes into the plane. You can erase the line that cuts across it. So this is the wing. And I'm going to actually erase a little bit of the length. I don't want it, really high up into my plane, but I want it to look like it's attached to the side because this is the side we're looking at the front of. We talk a lot about that, what we see on the front, what we see in the back. So what would we see in the back here? Well, we would see the other wing, but we would just see the tip of it. So we're just going to put a smaller version of that same shape, and that's just that tip of the wing that you would see on the other side. I'm going to put some windows. And again, you could put some people inside your plane in the windows. We need the tail wing as well. So same shape as I did here, just a smaller version. Put that in, erase the line that cuts inside. I'll erase a little bit of the length off, and that also just kind of evens it out when you erase, that way. And then I'm going to put a little bit of that wing that we would see on the other side. I'm going to do a line down my plane for color. So I'm going to put a line that comes all the way to the back of the plane. And I actually want my wings to attach right at that line. So if I fall a little short, I'm just extending those lines so they touch that line of the plane. And then I want to put an engine. Now the engine is going to live underneath this wing, and I'm just going to put kind of an oval shape that builds off of that wing. I can erase the line that cuts across it. And you could have more than one engine. You could have a bigger one and then a smaller one below it. And then I'm just going to draw a little line connecting back in under the wing because, the engine would have that tube shape that's attached. So that's how we're attaching it. And then I'm going to put a circle in the center. And then I'm just going to do a little detail line around the edge. I'm going to put some striping on my wings. Again, this is just a detail for color. I'll do it on the back tail fins, also back tail wings. And then in this tail fin, I'm actually going to put just a circle. No reason, just kind of the logo of my, whatever my plane is, or you could do a heart or something like that. Those again are all just little decorations that I'm doing. not really important components of the plane itself. Now I made my plane a lot bigger, so I don't have a ton of room here for my banner. So I'm going to modify it just a little bit. I'm going to put a line coming off of the bottom of the plane that angles up. And then one that comes, oh wait, sorry, I did that wrong. Rewind. I want this line to angle down. And then this side, it angles up. Because these are the strings that the banner is going to be attached to. I'm just going to erase up and down, even those lines out a bit. I'll attach them with a line, connect them. And then the banner, I'll just do this wavy line. I'm going to take it all the way to the edge of my page. Put a V in. And then I'll kind of follow that shape that I made and connect to that V for my banner. That's all right. Remember, you can always start the video over when it's done, and then you can watch the whole thing. And then inside of the banner, you know, you can write anything you want. I wrote "Come fly with me" yesterday. You could write "Happy Fourth." You know, and now we've made it a 4th of July drawing. I'll put a star on there. And then let's see, since we've done this as a 4th of July drawing, yesterday, because I wrote that on it, yesterday I did clouds. I don't know who the we is, but me and my pencil. But today, how about I'm going to do a little firework. So I'm going to start my firework with a star in the center. If you don't know how to draw a star like this, which is just basically a V up and down, a V to the side, and then a line to connect. Remember, you can always just do these. Those will give you that star look also. And then coming off of this star, I'll put these long, skinny teardrops. And some of them I'll just put a little circle at the end of them. Let's do one over here. You're going to basically put them all around it. This one, I'll put another star at the end of it. And I'll just alternate those. So I'll do star, circle, star, circle. And they don't have to all be perfectly even because, well, they're a firework. So they don't look all perfectly even when they're blasting into the sky. This one has a star. Circle. And then one more in here. With a star. And then what I'll do is just in the middle, I'll do little dashed lines. You could even do some dashed lines coming down as if it's dropping or from the part that shot it up into the air. If you missed the live videos, the videos are always posted. There's an area on the group. Sometimes you'll have to just look around a bit, get comfortable with the different areas. So there is an area that says weekday drawings. So it's topics. There's an area that says topics, and depending on if you're on an iPhone or an iPad or a PC, it's in different places. But there's an area called topics, and under topics, there is a topic called weekday drawings. All of the videos live there. If you're looking for a sip and draw drawing, then that lives under sip and draw. So you look under, find the thing that says topics. Sometimes it'll say popular topics, but that's where they're at. So we have this firework over here, and over here, let's just do some more simple. I'm going to put another star, and then I'm just going to put little like squiggly lines. Put one over here, squiggle line. Maybe I'll do some the dots with the little teardrop. That didn't line up very well. Let's move that dot over a little with the little dashes. And you're just kind of adding some firework in. But, you know, if you didn't make yours 4th of July theme, that's fine. I didn't yesterday. I didn't even think about it. I'll just put some little circles around this one. You're very welcome. Yeah, there's a ton of drawings in there now. So now I'm ready for my pen. And I think today, because I did do a kind of 4th of July theme, I'm going to color my plane a little differently. So it'll end up with that kind of red, white, and blue. And this is really kind of the fun thing about drawing is, you know, I took an image that I did yesterday and I redrew it today, but it doesn't look the same. It looks completely different. In fact, since I did this as a 4th of July theme, I'm going to change one other thing, because why not have, instead of a circle with a dot back here, why not have a star on the fin? Now, when I draw stars, I draw them with all the lines on the inside, right? And then what I do is I come in with my pen and I just do the outside. And then I'll erase the inside. And that's just a way to, you know, make your stars look like they're nice and clean in the middle, like they're open. I'll do the same on all of these. I'm going to come in the outside only and put that star shape in. I remember when I used to draw stars like that, I would try to draw them like this. Like I would try to just do all the outside edges, and they would always, the top three always looked okay. It was always these bottom legs that looked goofy. And then I realized, wait, I could just draw them and erase the middle. And so I've done that ever since. On our 4th of July doodle page that I'm going to do for you guys, we'll have this firework again on that. So you'll have another chance to draw one of these. Let's put this banner in. I know, Mom, I wish we were flying there too. Sitting by the pool every day. Sounds very nice. So now you get 2 4th of July drawings if you do the doodle page also. But the doodle page that I post tomorrow, again, it'll be a coloring sheet. So if you don't feel like drawing, you can also just color it. Kind of like how we did with our bug one yesterday, which I just finally loaded on the page. I was a slacker yesterday, guys. And I scanned it, and then I completely forgot to upload it. One more right here. I'm giving you a heads up that I think UPS might be at my door to drop something off, and my dog is in here with me. And if he hears it, if they ring the bell, my dog is going to go nuts. So be warned. Oh, it is very cool, to see fireworks from a plane. Now, you may have noticed I didn't do the little dashes, and that's just because I'm going to come in with a colored pen and do them. Let's do that one blue. Let's do this one a combo. So sometimes I do like to just put things straight into pen. And I happen to have these handy, so why not put them to use? Ouch. The same on these. this squiggly red. Let's do this one red too. Yeah, it's cool to see fireworks from a plane. It's cool to see lightning from a plane, even though sometimes that can seem a little bit scary. Still kind of cool to watch. All right, there we go. And now I'm ready to erase. So all of those stars end up empty in the center. I can color those in any color I want. All of the little extra lines I did in my plane. Oh, look, I forgot that stripe on the wing, so I'll add that in. Sometimes you'll do that when you're working in pencil. You'll forget to outline something and then you'll erase it away. Okay. I think it's going to be a dust off my desk weekend. I'm starting to get a lot of eraser. So let me put this back in. There we go. Simple fix, simple fix. Okay, so I'm going to do a lot of red and blue on this. For the tip of the plain nose, I'm just going to color that in black. And then let's do, I'm going to do this part red for the engine. I'm going to color the underside of the plane red. The lower half, I'll keep the top half white. Just like that, coloring it pretty dark so that way it really shows up, looks really bright. Do we have anyone here who doesn't like to fly, who won't fly? I know some people are afraid to fly. I'm going to guess that maybe if you're afraid to fly, though, you're probably not drawing the airplane. But maybe you are. It's just like I wonder if some people didn't draw bugs yesterday because they hate bugs. I'm going to do a very pale, pale blue on my windows. So they just have that frosted glass look. This pencil's about to break. I think because it's gotten hotter. So this is what keeps happening to my pencils. As my lead comes out. I think because it's warmer. Mexico by yourself? My son just flew by himself for the first time last summer. He loved it. He can't do any connection flights yet, but he went to Washington to visit his family, or our family, not just his, up there, and he really liked it. He felt like such a grown-up. And they really take care of kids on planes. Like, they're great with them. He got all kinds of extra snacks and activities to do. It's pretty cool. All right, now let me get a blue. I think I like this one, this indigo. And I'm going to do these back, the fin stripes, wing stripes, all blue. I don't speak very much Spanish. I took 3 years of it and I hardly remember anything. I can ask for a bathroom. I can tell someone I'm hello, how are you doing? I can tell them I'm hungry, and I can tell them I need crutches. So if that tells you anything about me, it's like me in a nutshell right there. I need bathrooms, I eat, and I injure myself. Let's do this star yellow. And then I'm also going to do my banner yellow, but I think I'll put the star in red. So I'll do that first. I can color right over the top of it with my yellow. The yellow just adds a nice little other pop of festive color in there. I'll probably put a little bit of it in some fireworks too. Maybe in these stars over here. And maybe in this middle one. Let's see. I think I'm going to do all my little, I'll call them blast areas in red. darken that up a bit since I made the other ones kind of dark. I do love seeing the big firework displays. They're really quite fun. They can be they do some amazing shapes now. They'll do like happy faces in the sky but I will say being in California, it's always a little bit scary because we have such bad fire seasons here. I once got to watch fireworks along a shoreline, and I was kind of in a cove, and there were fireworks all over, and they were reflecting off the water, and there were some being done on the water, and that was probably one of the most amazing fireworks displays I've ever seen, because they were happening all over the place, and the reflection off the water was pretty cool. I'm going to do a brighter blue now in here, in just my stars and my dots. And these three, and I think, oh, I've got a little bit more. I have these ones right here. And then I'm done. So pretty fun. See, that made it look completely different than yesterday. Yesterday we had the simple airline, come fly with me in the clouds, and today we turned it into a 4th of July extravaganza. And I think today, just to be fancy, I will put my name in red. There we go. So thank you so much. Thanks for joining me on Wings Week. We've had a lot of different variety of winged-like characters that we've drawn and items this week. As a reminder, there will be no sip and draw tomorrow. There will be a video that is posted that you can watch, and then you can either do the coloring page that gets posted, or you can try to recreate the drawing yourself, or come up with your own 4th of July doodle page as well. We will return next week on Monday at 10 a.m. Monday will seem like any other day. 10 a.m. It will be live. And then we will be breaking on Tuesday, and then back on Wednesday, and then breaking on Thursday. So new schedule next week, guys. Make sure you pay attention to that at the top. Make sure you load your drawings into the group so I can see them, or load them onto Instagram. Make sure you get your shirt orders in. And that's all I have. Happy 4th of July. I hope you guys all have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay cool, and happy drawing.